Sup my ninjas, welcome to the 4th episode of the Aussie Ninja Warrior YouTube show, and let's get into the ninja news. Alright, there is only 2 weeks until filming of Australian Ninja Warrior Season 1 begins on the very secretive Ninja Island, which is somewhere off Sydney, and I do believe the audience tickets are still available, so if you're keen to watch all the competitors run through, then check the links below. In other ninja news, Perth Ninja Academy had their big ninja competition that they've basically been building up to all year, and it looked incredible. So Chatfield, who had an amazing Australian Ninja Warrior audition video, he went the furthest, the fastest. Travis Brewer from American Ninja Warrior, he came in 3rd. Dave Ravi, whose audition video we did look at, he came in 5th. No one finished the actual course, which just, says just how incredible that course is. If you are not following Davis Brewer or Dave Ravi on Instagram, get on it. I'll put the links below, but their feeds are incredible. In our last bit of ninja news for this episode, Team Ninja Warrior College Edition is currently airing in America, and it looks so much fun. I'm actually really excited for this because instead of the usual people that we're used to seeing, it's a whole new crop, and some of these peeps are super strong. So really excited. If you can get to it, it's great. Does that count as news? Now it's time for a little segment I like to call, where the hell have you been for the last 3 months? Alright, so I have not been posting videos, not because of pure laziness, but because I've actually been traveling around the US for work like a chump for the last 3 months. So basically flying in, flying out every week. It's pretty exhausting and not great for training, but it has meant that I've got to see a few different Ninja Warrior gyms around America. So let's have a look. So the first gym that we'll check out is the Chicago Ninja Academy, which I've actually spent a little bit of time in, and everyone is super nice and it's super great and I love it, but let's have a look. Alright, so here you can see a warp wall. You can see a dude swinging around. They've got heaps of stuff in the background there. There's a jumping spider. They've got an ultimate cliffhanger thing. And here's just some perspective of the warped wall. This thing took me freaking months to get on top of. You can't actually hit the top, which means that you've got to grab it and hold on for dear life, and then somehow get off it without killing yourself, which I was successful at, but not super successful. Let's go to the next video. Alright, so this is the back area of Chicago Ninja Warrior. There is heaps of stuff. That's a 17-foot warped wall, which is currently broken, so that would have been amazing to try. These baseballs are crazy hard. That metal thing just takes forever and is a jerk. Lots of things to lâcher, lots of things to basically test your grip out. I've spent ages trying to get to those nunchucks. Lâchering to the nunchucks is super crazy hard. Alright, so here is iCore Fitness in Philadelphia. This whole thing is a beast. They've got everything. They've got 2 levels of warped wall, which is great. And they've just got so much stuff. They've got 2 levels of salmon ladder. Alright, let's check out MROC in San Diego. This place is pretty cool in that it's really tiny, but they've just got obstacle on top of obstacle. They've just got everything is kind of multi-purpose, and everything is within a really small area. So that means if there's 3 or 4 people, that's the whole place filled up. But if you're there by yourself, you can just train on so many different things. It's really cool. So yeah, you can just see a heap of junk. They've got 2 levels of salmon ladder. They've got nunchucks everywhere. They've got the rolling dice in the background. They've got lots of things to grab. They've got this outside area. So they really do a lot more Spartan training and Tough Mudder type training. I'm not sure how many Ninja Warrior type peeps have sort of come out of San Diego. There's a thing for spear throwing, which is a very Spartan race type thing to do. Got the very American wall, which takes 2 seconds to run up. But in the back here, they've got their warped wall, which is regulation 14 foot and really difficult. I struggled. It took me a long time to get to the top of that. And here's just some concrete. I really think this is a feature of MROC. probably one of the best parts. Here's some good sideways video. So here's the upstairs bit. So again, it's like they've got the downstairs and then upstairs and the outside bit. So there is a little bit of room, but basically they've got their devil steps, they've got a trampoline in there, they've got lots of things, like basically like devil steps and then pegboard and then this other like bouncy thing and then 2 slack lines and all your nunchucks and all that sort of stuff. They've really mapped it out and they've really thought about how much they can fit in. It's a great place, and I think if you're creating your own ninja gym in Australia, like MROC in San Diego is definitely a place that you want to check out to see how you can basically make everything multifunctional. Let's see what's next. What is next is Sann's gym. Sann is off American Ninja Warrior, and he's set up a gym called Iron Fitness in Houston, Texas. And it's super cool, and everyone's really friendly. I kind of made friends like the first time I was there. It was great. But there was a lot of kids around, and so I didn't really take much video. So here you can see this is the top level of Iron Fitness, and there's just a lot of crazy junk around. So there's lots of things to hang off, kind of all their pads and stuff kind of seem a little bit homemade. There's just so much stuff here, it's amazing. They've got a really big floor plan. Lots of things to hang off. So many things. And I was pretty destroyed from Chicago Ninja Warrior on the Thursday night, and then went here on Friday night, could barely touch anything, and then did Sann's class on the Saturday, which I wrote an article about, and it was a monster. I basically took 5 days to recover, like it was hardcore. This is downstairs in Iron Fitness. They've got heaps of balance stuff, which not many gyms have. That was a terrible video. Too much. Oh, that's their ultimate, right there is their ultimate jumping spider, which was crazy hard and I couldn't do it. Sucked. Definitely want to practice more. So I didn't get any footage of the movement lab in New Jersey. It was really cool, but you know, there's lots of kids and stuff around, so really couldn't get any footage. But yeah, I couldn't get up their walk wall. It was really steep. It was kind of terrifying, but really challenging. So I really like to get back to all these places. They were all really cool. Everyone is super supportive, and all the obstacles are quite different from each other. So just because you can do the walk wall in one place actually isn't any guarantee that you can do the walk wall in another place. So I guess in terms of training and stuff, like it really helps to vary it up. You actually see on American Ninja Warrior quite a lot, like people like training on their salmon ladder and they get like the whole muscle memory thing happening, and then the American Ninja Warrior salmon ladder is like slightly different and it completely throws them out. So I think it's really important to try and vary up your training, and if you can, travel to different places that have the same obstacle that you're used to but slightly different, just to vary it up. And I think in America, like it's really awesome how they've got like all their different ninja competitions that people travel to all the time, just to mix things up. I think that's great, and hopefully we can sort of start to build something in Australia. All right, that is it for the Aussie Ninja Warrior YouTube show episode 4. Yeah, not a lot for you this week, but we do have 2 new websites. One is to check out all the gyms that have Ninja Warrior obstacles in Australia, and the other is like a forum. When I say like a forum, it's exactly a forum where you can like post stuff and ask questions and check out different gyms and have different training techniques and maybe meet some buddies to train with and all that jazz. If you have any questions, hit us in the comments below or hit us on Twitter with the hashtag AskAussieNinja. Hope your training is going well. Hope you're excited. Lots happening. Good times. Bye.